What's up, YouTube? This is Mathwas97 and welcome to the No Mercy pay-per-view here in my SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 General Manager mode. That is right, 2 pay-per-views in the span of about a week or so. That is, if I can finish this commentary in this one sitting. That would be great. Then I could get them both out in about the same week. That'd be cool. But nonetheless, we have the No Mercy pay-per-view for GM mode. This is, I believe, the... let's see, we had the Judgment Day pay-per-view. That was pretty awesome. We had the Great American Bash. That was another good one. SummerSlam, this being the 4th pay-per-view of the series. And this one, this is all SmackDown, baby. This isn't, you know, a cross-branded SummerSlam situation. No. This is all SmackDown, man. And this right here, this is the event where we can try to get ourselves back in a better standing. I mean, Monday Night Raw has been on the comeback as of late. I mean, they've just really been turning things around. They've been winning in the ratings. And then they even had the guts, the gumption, to steal Kurt Angle from our roster right from under my nose. They just snuck in just like that, and they scooped him up. All because Kurt Angle wouldn't tell me about his problems. He was just like, I wanted a title shot, but I'm on Raw now, so it's okay. Man, that was really devastating. Devastating to our show. But we've recovered, and this is the event where we're going to show Kurt Angle, we're going to show Monday Night Raw that, hey, we are the better show. We are the best damn piece of entertainment, piece of wrestling in the industry. And we're going to show them why we will win the GM of the Year award by the end of this year. As we see, we're kicking this matchup off, kicking this pay-per-view off with a fatal 4-way for the United States Championship, as it is Kane, Big Show, Rob Van Dam, and Shelton Benjamin. And of course, before we get this underway, as will be the case for some of our, at least all the SmackDown exclusive pay-per-views, it all depends on, you know, this one, I have plenty of anyway, let me just get my point out of the way before I start talking about why. Down in the description, check out the match times, as was the case with Payback, and as will be the case for this pay-per-view. Check down the description, there will be all the match times, all the matches listed, so if you want to know what all is taking place on this match card, it'll be down there in the description. And if you want to just skip ahead to a certain matchup, maybe you want to see the debut of The Rock, well, it'll be down there, down below, so you can check it out and maybe skip ahead to whatever matchup you would like. I don't always do that for the GM pay-per-views, especially not in 08 because I didn't play all the matches, but you know, occasionally I do. Like SummerSlam, I didn't because, well, there were 3 matches, I think. Yeah, there were 3 matches, and the video, I don't even think it was half an hour, so I didn't really see the point of putting it there. I mean, this one I understand. It's 46 minutes. I can understand if you don't want to watch a whole 46-minute video, but with SummerSlam, it was like 29 minutes, I think. I didn't feel the need to put the matches down there because, I mean, you can kind of... If, you know, I feel like the longer videos, it's better to leave it there down the comments, or description, not comments. I feel like it's better to leave it there so that way, you know, people don't have to sift through the entire video. Maybe they don't want to have spoilers for another matchup. They don't have to skip through everything. They can just kind of click a link and they're directly there, just like that. And the click of a button, snap of a finger. But when it, you know, when the video's not even half an hour, I mean, I just didn't feel it was necessary. It's basically what I'm trying to say. I don't really have a... I don't know, I could give you plenty of reasons for it, but ultimately it's not really going to change my decision. It's not going to change why I did what I did. Just kind of letting you know. But this is a long pay-per-view. We've got about 5 matches I'll be showcasing. Not the entire card. I don't think I played every match. I think there was like 1 that I simulated. Although this pay-per-view, this is the first pay-per-view that I really had like a full-blown card. We didn't have any handicap matches. We had... Excuse me. Sorry about this. I just did a couple of commentaries before this, so my throat is just like, ugh. One of them being like the finale of Payback, the final little bit for Payback. So that was definitely, my voice is taking its toll from all the screaming and stuff. But basically that was that. if that was, I lost my train of thought now. Apologies. But, yes, we've got plenty of matches to take place on this pay-per-view. I think the only other one that was on the card, I believe, was Stone Cold versus Randy Orton. And I'm pretty sure I simulated that one. But, anywho, focusing on the match at hand, the Fatal 4-Way here. United States Championship on the line. Van Dam, Shelton Benjamin, Kane, and Big Show. Of course, we saw there was a tag team elimination tables matchup that took place on the last episode, which was won by Kane and Big Show. And it was both Van Dam and Shelton put through tables. And that could perhaps be a bit of a precursor. We saw at the end of the matchup, Kane, he powerbombed Shelton through the table and then just pinned him for good measure. And if he does that here tonight, if he can hit that same last ride powerbomb on Shelton Benjamin, then we could very well be looking at a new United States champion. Although this is a Fatal 4-Way, and it's surprising to see right now that we've got Big Show and Kane going after each other, and Van Dam and Shelton going at it. Although that'll happen when you have the U.S. title up for grabs. It's a Fatal 4-Way, every man for himself. You will see temporary alliances, but ultimately, it's every man for himself, baby. As Van Dam delivers a huge kick to the face of Shelton Benjamin. And that's one thing that Van Dam and Shelton both have in common. They have those vicious, deadly kicks. I mean, just absolutely, they'll bash your brains in. So if you're Big Show and Kane, you want to try to avoid those kicks at all costs. As well as that, Shelton and Van Dam, they're going to utilize their speed in this matchup, whereas Kane and Big Show, obviously they're going to outpower their opponents. As Kane, look at this, he's got Shelton by the throat, perhaps looking to finish him off with a choke slam. And he hits it right there. Shelton choke slammed all the way to hell. Although Big Show and Van Dam both still in the ring, and they could easily break this pinfall up, and that's exactly what Big Show does. And that's what happens in this type of environment. You got to make sure, you have to make sure that your opponents are down and they're taken care of. Otherwise, you're not going to win with whatever move you use. It could be a random arm drag. It could be your finisher. It could be a freaking pile driver. You're not going to win the matchup as long as there's someone else who's just standing there watching you, waiting until you go for the pin to break it up. As Van Dam nearly kicked Benjamin's head off there, huge move, and busted him open as well for good measure. But, I mean, we've had a couple of rivalries building into this one. We have Kane and Shelton, and we have Big Show and Van Dam. And both of those rivalries, they've hopefully can help us get a better rating for this matchup, hopefully get us a better rating for the pay-per-view, because some of our rivalries kind of, I mean, they just really fell apart over the past couple of weeks. For either it's my mistake, or we're losing people, like trading them, losing them for contracts, or they're getting stolen by Raw because of Kurt Angle reasons. So yeah, we do have these two rivalries are really the big ones that are building into this pay-per-view. They've had the most kind of leading up to it. So hopefully that'll give us the edge here. Hopefully we can just really steal a ton of fans from Monday Night Raw here. Oh, wait a minute. Kane delivered the back elbow to the face, and now he's got Shelton by the throat again. Choke slam all the way to hell. And now Kane, Big Show, and Van Dam are outside the ring. Kane, he hooks the leg. The referee is a bit preoccupied, but now he's got him. 1, 2, 3. Big Show could not get into the ring in time to make the save. And we have a new United States champion, and his name is Kane. That is right, folks. Kane, the Big Red Machine, is victorious here tonight. And to kick off the pay-per-view, we've got a title changing hands. New United States champion here at No Mercy. Could this perhaps be a sign of things to come later on? I mean, we've got a Cruiserweight Championship Tag Team title and World Heavyweight Championship match set to take place later on. Could we very well see more title changes later on? Maybe that'll be a theme for this pay-per-view. Maybe the titles are going to be finding some new homes here tonight. Or maybe Kane just got lucky. Who knows? But now we're going to find out. Does Paul London have what it takes to become the next Cruiserweight champion? He has been long since building up to this moment. And now here at No Mercy, he's got Christian one-on-one for the title. And we saw that Paul London, he had an opportunity to win the Cruiserweight title, but Christian, he was like, no, I'm just going to leave. So Christian, he took the loss by countout, retained the title though. And here tonight though, He's got Paul London one-on-one, and I'm sure Paul London is not going to let that happen. I mean, Christian, he does have the champion's advantage, which gives him a huge possibility of retaining the title tonight. And unfortunately, the rivalry I had set up for them, it got ruined last episode because I booked Christian into 2 matches, and I kind of made the mistake. I was like, yeah, I didn't know that. For some reason, when it happened with the British Bulldog, I didn't seem to process it. That, hey, you book a superstar in 2 matches, one of them not including his rival, then, yeah, you're going to lose the rivalry. So that was my bad. My bad, guys. I take full credit for that. Full responsibility as Christian with a low blow there to Paul London. Of course, this matchup is a hardcore match, so there will be no count out, no disqualification. And Christian, well, he's going to use that to full effect. Oh, but Paul London with a steel chair shot to the skull of Christian. He has clocked him with that steel chair. And yes, there can be pinfalls and submissions outside the ring, as the hardcore matches are basically falls count anywhere. So, at least I think that's the case this year. I know it's definitely the case in 08 and 07, so it should be the case. But Paul London now with a steel chair to the gut of Christian. And Paul London just unleashing his frustrations from a few weeks ago when the title was up for grabs. And Christian, he just took the easy way out. He just took the count out. I mean, he didn't feel he had what it took on the night to beat Paul London, or maybe he was just like, I mean, I'm the champion, I do what I want. I'm Christian, for crying out loud. And obviously, Christian, he's not the most well-liked superstar here on SmackDown. He definitely likes to pad his ego much more than your casual superstar, especially more than somebody like Paul London. Christian, he's all about himself. He's just in love with himself. I mean, this guy probably stares at himself in the mirror for about like half an hour a day every morning, just because he's that full of himself. I wouldn't put it past him, Christian. He's very egotistical. But now look at this, Paul London with a submission hold here, looking to force Christian to tap out. But you know, Christian, it's a little too early in the matchup to get a submission hold just yet. Paul London, he's going to have to do a bit more damage than that. But Christian's got the steel chair now. Oh, and oh no. Paul London able to catch the steel chair before he got bashed his skull in by Christian. I don't even think that was proper English, but nonetheless. Christian, he just got his skull bashed in by Paul London with that steel chair. And Paul London, well, Christian, he's trying to get the chair from London, trying to do whatever he can to get that weapon out of London's hands. But Paul London, again, a steel chair to the skull of Christian. And he's looking for another chair. Man, Christian, he is just not... You know, Christian, he's made a career out of the TLC match and definitely specializes with that steel chair. But, oh, now he finally connects. But Paul London was really giving Christian a beating with that steel chair. Although Christian's got it back in his hands. Well, he looked to just smack Paul London in the face with it. But now London's got another chair. Man, look at all the steel chairs we have here at ringside. It's almost like they planned for this to happen. Oh, but Paul London again with a steel chair now. He's just looking to unleash his frustrations on Christian. As now we've got 2 chairs in the ring here. But Christian now, he's going to use the steel chair to his benefit. Oh, and out right to the skull of Paul London. And Christian just relentless right now. Just unleashing hell on Paul London with that steel chair. And now look at this. Look at the disrespect shown by Christian. Just slapping Paul London in the head. And now he's got the steel chair again. And oh, Paul London, he tried to escape. But Christian just caught him in the back with the steel chair. And now London, he's outside the ring. He's creating some distance. And that's not a bad idea. I mean, when your opponent's got a steel chair trying to bash your head in, you know, creating distance is a very wise move. London now. Steel chair to the gut of Christian. And he's just kind of catching him with glancing blows at the moment. And that definitely is going to result from all the chair shots he took to the head by Christian, the consecutive chair shots. Oh, but look at Paul London. DDT right there. What a move by London, as he absolutely planted Christian into the mat right there. And now London, does he have another steel chair? Oh no, not this time. It's not a steel chair. It's just a stick wrapped in barbed wire. That's definitely not good. That's definitely... Well, now he's got a steel chair. Okay. I'd rather them use the steel chair to beat each other senseless than rip their skin and stuff off with the barbed wire. Please no. Please don't do that. I mean, you know, we're not exactly a PG audience at this point, but I mean, come on. You know, there's certain things you don't need to. You don't need to do. You don't need to. Yeah, I can't even talk now because I'm so scared of what they could do with that barbed wire. I mean, you really don't need to rip people's skin off the bone with barbed. Oh my God, Christian, don't do it! Don't do it! Okay, but London caught it. Just drop the stick, London. Drop it. No, we don't need anybody. I mean, come on, this is still a family show. It's not PG, but I mean, you know, we can. You know, we can. I don't even know what I'm saying now. I just don't want to see that barbed wire be used. That's the point I'm trying to get across here, and it's. Man, this is why I'm not a competitor, guys, because I'm too squeamish for this. Well, now both men have a weapon, but who's gonna strike first? Christian, he's trying to hit London with that barbed wire, but London strikes first with the chair, and now Christian, well, he's gonna go back to the chair, and now look at this, DDT onto the steel chair. Christian, well, he may have just got the win right there if he can just pin Paul London. He's got this matchup in the bag. Oh, but he's not done. He wants to savor this. He wants to savor the punishment. He wants to beat Paul London to a bloody pulp. And now he's got the barbed wire, but London, luckily, strikes first with the chair. And you gotta be kidding me. How many steel chairs do we have to use in this matchup, guys? I mean, I know this is a hardcore match, but come on, guys. I mean, this is... Don't you think this is going a little too far? I mean, I suppose not. This has gotten personal between these two men, but wow. I mean, I never would have expected we would see, what was that, like five steel chairs brought into this thing? Maybe more? I wasn't really keeping track, so that was just more of a guess than anything else. But Paul London now, he's got the the stick, the 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire. And, well, Christian, he doesn't want to get hit by that. Oh, Enziguri to the back of the head of Christian. And you don't want to get hit by that either. Wait a minute, Paul London with a roll-up. He's got Christian, but Christian kicks out. Ooh, close call there. London almost caught Christian napping. And, oh, he went for the kick to the head, but he missed it. And now, shot to the back of of Christian. Jesus. I can't speak this matchup. I don't know why. It's just, things are preventing me from talking in English in a proper grammatical thing. And, anyway, Christian now ducks behind, went for the kick to the back of the head, but he only caught a glancing blow. As Paul London now, he's going after the 2x4, but he missed. And now he's got him. Oh, he hits him, and now he's got him. He's choking him out with the stick here. Now, I suppose that's a bit more humane than using the barbed wire. But, oh, Christian's passed out. Christian passes out. Paul London, can he get the win right now? 1, 2, 3, new Cruiserweight champion, folks. And that's a bit of turnabout's fair play for Christian. We saw him use the sledgehammer in a similar fashion on Van Dam several weeks back to retain the Cruiserweight title. And now Paul London, well, he gives him a taste of his own medicine. And he is our new Cruiserweight champion, ladies and gentlemen. I have a feeling that this confetti celebration is going to be a bit tiring by the end of the series. I mean, we've already seen it twice tonight, and it may very well not be the last time. I feel like the way things are going, I feel like we might see the confetti yet again later on tonight, but we'll have to wait and see how things play out. Anywho, next up is the WWE Tag Team Championship Triple Threat Tornado Tag Ladder Match. That is right, folks. The tag titles are on the line. They will be suspended at the top above the ring. And one of these, or maybe two, I don't know, one of these 6 superstars is going to have to climb the ladder, ascend to the top, and grab those WWE Tag Team belts. And, well, it looks like Edge has found himself a tag team partner, and his name is Chris Jericho, the Ayatollah of rock and rolla, the king of the world, the man of 1,004 holds, Y2J, Chris Jericho. That is right, folks. The newest member of the SmackDown roster alongside Rey Mysterio is now teaming up with Edge to go after the tag team gold here tonight. And, well, what a victory this would be for both of these two men. Edge, just coming off of losing the United States Championship to Shelton Benjamin about a month back. And Chris Jericho, well, certainly would make a very good first impression. But speaking of people trying to make good, I don't know, that was a terrible transition. Anywho, we've got Bret Hart, a man who wants a title shot desperately, really, really wants a title shot. And the same can be said for his tag team partner, this man, the British Bulldog. And they've got history with the tag team champions. I mean, they've been battling it out with Batista and Eddie Guerrero over the past couple of weeks. And unfortunately, the rivalry I was building up just, yeah, we lost that one too. That was the second rivalry. Like the Paul London and Christian one that I done goofed. I screwed that one up. So, we might not get the ratings boost behind it, but hey, it's a freaking ladder match. We should hopefully still get a good rating nonetheless. And now we've got one half the tag team champions making his way down to ringside here. It is the Animal, Dave Batista. And Batista, well, I mean, Eddie Guerrero's a two-time WWE Tag Team Champion, originally teaming with his brother, what am I saying? Originally teaming with his nephew, Chavo Guerrero, and, well, he lost the titles to Kane and Big Show. Then, he allied himself with Batista, and they won back the gold from Big Show and Kane in a TLC tag team matchup. So, they have history with ladders and those tag team belts. But tonight, they're not just taking on 2 competitors, they're taking on 4 other men, 2 other teams here tonight. And that's what I like about this game. We've got triple threat tag team matches galore. I don't know why we don't still have the triple threat tag team matchup. They were always so much fun. We had hardcore triple threat tornado tags, which unfortunately are the only ones that appear in the later games. But in this year, we have table triple threat tornado tags, and we have ladder triple threat tornado tags. Just look at the chaos that is unfolding right now. We've got Edge and Bret Hart atop a ladder. Batista and the Bulldog are going at it. Edge and Jericho are in here as well. I mean, just, this is just so much chaos, and it's so much fun. I mean, I always loved playing, like, the more people in a matchup, I always had much more fun playing. Oh, look at this! Eddie takes Bret Hart down off the ladder. I mean, the more people you have in a matchup, I always had much more fun with the multi-man matches, and my phone is ringing. BRB, guys. Yay, interruptions, phones ringing galore during this pay-per-view. That's fun. I felt like I was still in commentary mode during that phone call, though. I just found that kind of funny. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So the multi-man matches, you know, that's why I like matches like the Royal Rumble, the Money in the Bank. I mean, because there's so much that can happen. There's so many of these people in the ring. And I mean, anything can happen. And then plus you get some really cool spots out of it as well. But if you're talking about a video game, I mean, it's just more people. It makes it more difficult to win because there's so many people you got to try to beat. I mean, anything could happen. And also, I mean, like, in terms of a more simulation sort of style like this series is, I mean, it's not simulated, because if I simulate all the matches, let the computer play them. No, don't get me started on the AI in this game. I have to play every single match. But at least in a match like this, there's less of a chance of me winning, whoever I am playing as. Because, I mean, I could be busy beating up on somebody climbs a ladder, boom, title change, just like that. But yeah, that was... And even just playing casually, I always like the idea that, you know, I gotta be on my toes, I gotta be paying attention, because, you know, I could easily lose the match. And that's really why I mean, there's a lot of things with the 6-man tags that really just kind of were dropped throughout WWE games over the course of the years. I mean, like in 08, I mean, let's even talk about 07. They take away the ladder and the table triple threat tornado tags. At least to my knowledge, they do. They're definitely not in 08, that's for sure. And at least they had elimination 6-man tornado tags. But look at Batista! Oh my god, a superplex! Back of the British Bulldog crashing onto that steel chair that was just conveniently placed there by somebody. And now Batista tips the ladder, Edge and Bret Hart crash down to the mat. But, I mean, you know, they took that away. They took away a lot of the triple threat tornado tags. Well, they took away all of them. Then they took away the elimination 6-man tornado tag. And then they took away the 6-man tornado tag. So you just have, now in 2K15, you have tag team and elimination tag team. And they took away a lot of matches in 2K15, but that's not really what I was going with. I'm more just focusing on like the tag team side of it. I mean, you can have 6 people in the ring. Why would you take away more match types for tag team matches? It makes a way to add more diversity, because nowadays, like for Universe mode, if I want to do a tag team matchup, I have a tag team match. I could maybe have an elimination tag team match. That's like it. If I want to do a 6-man tag, I have a 6-man tag. And maybe an elimination 6-man tag. I can't do a tornado tag team match. I can't do triple threat tornado tags, which are so much fun. I mean, you see that all the time. You have the fatal 4-way tag team matches. I mean, like, why can't we get a triple threat tag team matchup? When they eventually expand it so they can have more than 6 people in the ring, then you can start adding in fatal 4-way tag teams and stuff like that, 8-man battle royals. Even just to have something like a 6-pack challenge, which is, instead of, obviously they took away pinfall battle royals, so it's just over the top rope at the moment. Hopefully they fix that in 2K16. But why can't you just have a 6-pack challenge where there's 6 guys in the ring and it's a single pinfall? It doesn't have to be a battle royal. Now I know, for all intents and purposes, if I can even talk words, for all intents and purposes, if I even said that correctly, you know, if you're just making a YouTube video, you can just simply have a battle royal and just have one guy get the pin, and that's it. You just end it there. But, I mean, then you don't have the people rushing to break it up, and it's just... I mean, really, I think the 6-man matches, there's a lot of missed opportunity there. And if there's anything I would like to see in a future WWE game, it's try to capitalize more on the multi-man matches. Like, even something like you could have a 5-man battle royal, like you used to be able to. Championship Scramble, obviously they're probably not going to bring that back, but that was cool, that was fun. But, you know, have the 5-man matches, the 6-man matches. Do a little more to kind of flesh those out, I guess is what I'm trying to say. That's what I would like to see. But anyway, back to the match's hand. We get the mini rant over. Bret Hart, he's up on the top of the ladder. Eddie Guerrero in pursuit. But Eddie Guerrero, he cannot climb to get there. And now Bret Hart's got the title. Bret Hart's got the title. No one else is there to stop him. Bret Hart brings down the tag team championships. And just like that, we've got new tag team champs, ladies and gentlemen. Bret Hart and the British Bulldog. They win. They're the new tag team champions here tonight. Big victory for Bret Hart and the Bulldog. Wow. I mean, just like that. Like I was saying, anything can happen. You have all 4 men. Well, the other 4 men, they were beating each other up on the outside. Eddie and Bret were struggling back and forth on the ladder. Eddie gets knocked down. Nobody was there to stop Bret Hart. And just like that, that's the kind of chaos that will take place in these ladder matches. In the 6-man matches, the 6-man tornado triple threat tag team matches, they're always fun. And I'm sure we're going to be seeing some more of those in the near future. But, speaking of nothing, I can't think of a way to tie them together, we have the debut of this man, the People's Champion, the Brahma Bull, The Rock. And he's going to be taking on this man, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, the kiss-stealing, wheelin'-dealing. I don't remember the rest. I am such an idiot. Anyway, so we have Ric Flair, who is here tonight to try to spoil the party for our resident People's Champion here at No Mercy. Ric Flair, he's looking to try to get himself back on the winning track. I mean, he is a former Cruiserweight champion, but I'm sure Ric Flair, he wants to do much more than just win the Cruiserweight title. No, he wants to be United States champion, tag team champion, world heavyweight champion, whatever the case may be. He's got big goals here in the series. And, you know, losing to The Rock is certainly not going to help him achieve those goals. And right now you see, obviously, the dirtiest player in the game with a cheap shot as the match began. And now just stomping on the ankle of The Rock. Just trying to wear him down, set him up for the figure 4 leg lock. And Ric Flair, of course, doing it with his own style, his own flair. Don't know why he went out of the ring, though. Perhaps just playing some mind games with The Rock here. But yeah, obviously The Rock, he's going to be coming at it all guns blazing. This is his debut. He has to make a strong impression, so he's going to be the aggressor. So Ric Flair, obviously stepping out of the ring, could perhaps give himself some time to get The Rock to cool down, maybe even lure The Rock into a trap. But Rock right now just unleashing with these furious fists to Ric Flair. And now look at this. The Rock, you can just see he's just oozing aggression and charisma right now, just waiting for, look at this. Oh, what a clothesline to Ric Flair. And well, he was waiting for Flair to position himself, and now he just about takes his head off with that clothesline. You can see The Rock, he's feeling it. The Rock, he is just absolutely electric right now. The most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Obviously, he gained that nickname for a reason. And, I mean, he's just bringing the fight to Ric Flair right now. Although Ric Flair, he's doing what he can to hold his own, trying to keep The Rock at bay. But The Rock with a clothesline as he takes Flair down. But Flair is able to block the second attempted clothesline. And now he takes him from behind. Look at this. Abdominal stretch. And that's going to slow down The Rock's momentum. That's going to slow down the pace of this matchup. As Flair really wrenching back, trying to work on the abdominals of The Rock, try to wear him down. And now he bounces off the ropes, drops the knee right onto the skull of The Rock. And now a huge running elbow there from The Rock. And he is just on fire right now. Flair can just not keep him down. And here we go. Punch to the face, and he calls on the power of the people for that one as he drops Flair with a second right hand. And he's picking him up, but Flair counters. Flair able to counter and throw The Rock off balance. And now he's got him. Throws him into the corner here. Ric Flair, what's he going to do? Kick to the gut, or knee to the gut, I should say. And there's a punch to the face. A second one. These bare knuckle shots. Oh, but Rock blocks the third. He blocked that one, and now he ducks behind. Look out, Flair. Look out below. Back suplex from The Rock. And look at the height on that one. Rock just really powering Flair up there. And now kicking the knee of Ric Flair, giving him a taste of his own medicine. Working on the leg like Flair typically does in his matches. And Flair with a sunset flip. Could he have The Rock? No. Kick out by The Rock before even a count. And now look at The Rock. Oh, just bounces Flair's head off of his knee. What a move there. And now Rock, look at this, just wearing down the leg, the knee of Ric Flair. And yeah, he's definitely giving Flair some of his own offense there, some of his own medicine. Flair now kicks The Rock off. And now a nice knee lift. Running knee lift by Flair. And The Rock, well, he's got to take a moment to catch his breath. He has to figure out what's going on. Steps to the outside. And now look at this. Shot to the back of the head. Here comes Rocky with a nice couple of punches there to the back, the kidneys of Ric Flair. Flair counters, though, with a kick to the gut. And look at this. There's a knee from The Rock. Irish whip. Flair bouncing off the ropes. Here we go. Samoan drop by The Rock as he takes Flair down, lays him out. And Rock, I feel like he's really starting to fire up. We could be on the verge of seeing, well, obviously his legendary move, the Rock Bottom. I think Flair could be about to hit Rock Bottom if Rock can just get him. I mean, just a couple more moves, and I think Flair could be on the verge of defeat. He's got to do something big to try to turn this match around. And he chops chops Rock to the outside. But he's taking some time to recover here. Perhaps, shut down Rock's momentum. I mean, he's got the pace going quick. Flair, he's got to slow things down and turn this into more of a match in his favor. Oh, just a shin breaker right there. Dropping him right on his own knee. And definitely bone to bone. That's not pretty. That's not pleasant. Oh, wait a minute. The Rock. Look at this. He's got Flair. Rock Bottom. Rock Bottom by The Rock. And Flair certainly has just hit Rock Bottom. And you can see The Rock, he is feeling it. Just look at this. He's fired up right now, folks. There's a punch to the face. And again, calling on the people for that one. Just letting the energy of this WWE crowd just fuel him, just fuel his adrenaline as he delivers a nice running elbow to the skull. And look at this. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are we going to see it? The most electrifying move in sports entertainment history. The people's elbow right there. It connects. And The Rock, he could put Flair away with that one. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. That is it, folks. There is your winner. The Rock wins his debut matchup here at the No Mercy pay-per-view. And we could be looking at the next big superstar here on SmackDown. Triple H, Chris Benoit, you better be on notice because The Rock, he is coming. And he is here with a bang. And now we move on to the main event for the evening. The World Heavyweight Championship last man standing match. And it is between these two men I mentioned previously. Chris Benoit, the Rabid Wolverine. Could he finally become the World Heavyweight Champion? I mean, we take it back to the start of the series where Benoit was challenging Edge for the United States Championship, and he couldn't buy a match. He was absolutely... Yeah, I mean, his I don't know, I don't want to sound like I'm disrespecting his ability, but Benoit, his performance was just absolutely terrible. He just could not stand up to Edge and Christian. He, at every turn, they were just besting him, week in, week out. But he certainly has turned his career around since then, and now he's the #1 contender. And he could perhaps beat the top dog on SmackDown. As we see, oh, he tried to strike Triple H, but Triple H having none of that. Delivers a nice clothesline, and now Triple H unloading with the right hands. Back and forth, the strikes from Triple H. Benoit ducks underneath, and now he's got Triple H. Got him by the arm for that back suplex, dropping Triple H right on his arm there. And now Benoit drops an elbow, and drops a second elbow right to the heart of Triple H, and he hits a third right there. But Triple H, he's been the world champion since the beginning of the series. Triple H has never once lost that world title. He is just, it seems like every night that he's out there defending the title, he's just a completely different person. He cannot lose. Benoit lighting Triple H up with those chops. Oh, but Triple H counters, and a reverse DDT. But as I was saying, oh, wait a minute, Triple H with a crossface of his own. Not quite the crippler crossface, but in the end, this is a last man standing matchup. No pinfalls, no submission, no count out, no disqualification. The only way to win is to keep your opponent beaten. You have to beat him down until he can't answer a 10 count. Triple H, a pile driver to the floor. That's definitely a way to try to keep your opponent down. We saw what that has done to Steve Austin in the past, nearly breaking his neck, nearly paralyzing him. I mean, Triple H, he is going all out here tonight against Benoit. That pile driver certainly is nothing to mess with. And in a last man standing matchup, you want to keep your opponent down. I mean, heck, they'll be down for more than a 10 count. I mean, they may never walk again. It certainly would be the move to try to go to in a match like this. Although, you know, you have to... I mean, it has to take some serious... You know, it has to take some serious guts to pull off a move like that. Because, I mean, then again, you have to be severely, you know, infuriated. You have to have some... You have to have a lot driving you to use a move like that. To have to go... You have to be desperate, you know, just absolutely... I don't really know how to phrase it, but to go to such an extreme, I mean, that's not a move you use lightly. And Triple H, that just shows the kind of state of mind he's in right now with Chris Benoit. I mean, Benoit has really been a threat to that world title. And Triple H, he will go to any lengths. He will stop at nothing to retain that world title. As Benoit's now got the steel chair, but Triple H, well, he ducked out of harm's way before Benoit could even use the chair. As now this match out on the outside, as I said earlier, no countouts. As long as, you know, you keep your opponent down, you could be inside the ring, outside the ring, you could be in the ocean, you could be on a boat, you could be on a plane, it doesn't matter. As long as you can just keep your opponent down for a 10 count. I mean, if the referee can follow as well, I mean, you gotta be able to... The ref has to be there, he has to be able to see what's going on. I mean, I don't think they've really ever had a match where the referee can just watch by camera. I'm curious how that would work, though. But anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent, guys. Huge punch by Triple H, and he drops Benoit down. It's Triple H right now. This is definitely what we see out of Triple H. He likes to start off his matches early. He likes to gain the advantage, the upper hand, at the very beginning. We definitely saw that play out in the Iron Man match with Kurt Angle back at Judgment Day, which Triple H won. He started out with the advantage, and he got the early pinfall on Kurt Angle. Oh, but wait a minute, he could be about to finish Benoit off here. Pedigree to Chris Benoit, and that could put Benoit away. Well, evidently not. Triple H, he's not done. He wants to, oh, a low blow. Low blow to Chris Benoit. And, Triple H, he wants to make sure Benoit stays down. He doesn't want to give any of this anticlimactic, oh, he's up at a 9 count. No, we're not Triple H, he's no nonsense. There's a reason why they call him the cerebral assassin. When he goes after his opponent, he makes sure he gets the job done. Although at the moment it appears as though he is taking some time to recover. Only a 4 count though, Benoit back to his feet. But Triple H, if he's going to try to put Benoit down for a 10 count, he's not going to take any chances. He doesn't want to give Benoit that time to recover. He's just going to continue the onslaught. But as I was saying also, Triple H, he beat Bret Hart in fairly quick fashion in the Hell in the Cell match at SummerSlam. He defeated Andre and Bret Hart in a triple threat matchup. Andre the Giant, of course, is who I'm speaking of, if you didn't know, if you're new to the series. And then as well as that, the Great American Bash. That was where Triple H won or defended against Andre and Bret. And then, of course, that one time a 6-man battle royal against the likes of Kane, Big Show, Randy Orton, Batista, and Kurt Angle as well was also in that matchup. So Triple H, he's just unstoppable as the world champion. Although Benoit, could he be the man that could dethrone the King of Kings from his throne? That was a bit redundant. Anywho, backbreaker from Benoit, and he takes Triple H down. He's going to the outside. What is he looking to do here? Is he going for a weapon? Maybe trying to go on that announce table, trying to goad Triple H out to the outside. Oh, now we see an exchange of taunts here. And, well, he certainly has goaded Triple H out to the outside. And things are going to get a lot more dangerous out here. I mean, that's a concrete floor with very little padding. It offers almost no protection. And now Benoit, just stomping a mud hole in Triple H. And now he's up on that barricade. Elbow drop. He didn't quite connect flush, but he did catch Triple H with that elbow. And now he's got the world title. He's got the world title belt. And Triple H took an ugly fall off that announce table. And that was after being clocked in the face with the world title. And Benoit, again, trying to hit him with the belt. And it's like, well, Benoit basically saying, hey, Triple H, you want your title? Here you go. You can have it. Triple H, again, back to his feet. Benoit just really, I mean, whatever you can use as a weapon in this kind of a matchup, I'd say go ahead and do it. Another shot to the face with the world title. And Triple H, well, I mean, imagine if he gets knocked out by his own title belt and loses this matchup, wouldn't that be ironic? Wouldn't that be ironic? But now with this, Benoit with the elbow drop off the announce table. And he's back up on the announce table. And he went for, it looked like he might have caught him with his foot there. I don't know. Whatever it wasn't pretty. Didn't exactly work out in Benoit's favor, but he's back up on the announce table. Triple H, he's got the world title, but he changed his mind. He dropped the belt. But will he drop the belt to Benoit tonight? Well, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Kick to the gut. He's got Benoit pedigree through the announce table. And that's got to be it. Good. I don't see Benoit getting up from that. A pedigree through the announce table. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. As referee now up to his 6 counts. And I mean, this is good night, Irene. That's ball game. Checkmate. Benoit, he's done. 9. Oh my God. Benoit manages to get back to his feet at the 9 count. And Triple H, well, he's livid. He's furious. And now he's looking to try to take out the legs of Benoit so that Benoit can't stand back up. And that's not a bad idea. If your opponent can't stand, then they're not going to break the 10 count, that's for sure. Triple H, now look at this. He's just really going after the leg of Benoit, perhaps trying to even inflict an injury here. Perhaps trying to, like, tear the muscles, the tendons in Benoit's leg. I mean, just look at this. Triple H, he is just furious right now. He's just unrelenting with the attack on the leg of Chris Benoit. I mean, look at this. Triple H just continues to kick Benoit in the leg, and now just punching him in the face. Benoit can't even really defend himself at this point. I don't even know if he was conscious when he got back to his feet. It might have just been on instinct and instinct alone. And you can see now he's holding his head. I mean, Triple H, he's busted him open for crying out loud. And a pedigree through the announce table, that's nothing to sneeze at. And now the world title belt to the face. I mean, Benoit, if he can get back to his feet after that, it'll be nothing short of a miracle. 6 count now, and things are not looking good for Benoit. 8, 9, 10. Yep, there we go, folks. That's the knockout. That is it. Triple H, he retains the World Heavyweight title yet again. And who can stop Triple H? I mean, we did get a plus 400,000... Plus 400,000 fans, which that is good. And it looked like we got a 4-star, or was it 4.5? I didn't quite read it. Well, we're going to find out here in a moment. Let's take a look, though. Not sure what I'm doing here. Let's take a look at the news. I wanted to double-check something. The rivalry rages on, so that's Trish and Lita again. Okay. Okay, good stuff. Anywho. That was kind of old news already posted on there. But anywho, let's just take a look. How did we do? How did we do? How did we do? We got a 4-star. That is awesome. So we got a 4-star opening matchup. 3.5, which would have been better if I had the rivalry to back it up. 3.5, 4-star, 3-star, 5-star main event. That is awesome. That is fantastic. Way to go, guys. Awesome pay-per-view. A stellar pay-per-view. And we definitely did gain some fans back from Raw, which is good. Although this week that's going to change, obviously. The pay-per-view is just kind of a boost. It doesn't typically tend to stay that way very long. But as you can see, every title changed hands except for the World Heavyweight title. And my phone is going off again. God dang it. That stupid house phone. Hey, these telemarketers, whatever. Whoever these people are that just randomly call it. I don't even know how they get the number. Anyway, looks like that's going to be it for this episode. We have a lot of our popularity, a lot of down arrows, a lot of up arrows. That'll happen with a pay-per-view. But anyway, that is it for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the pay-per-view, and hopefully this phone can stop ringing before I can finish the outro. And anyway, that is going to be it. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep on YouTubing.